Quick message to all our viewers before we get started on today's video. It has come to our attention that over 90% of our regular viewers are not subscribed to the channel. We request you to please click the subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you can be notified when the next video from Mythology is out. The bigger the channel gets, the better the quality of videos that we do for you also gets. So please help us make some amazing videos by supporting the channel and clicking that subscribe button. Thank you. Now over to the video. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Mythlook with your host Nitin Nair. In today's episode we will be looking at the mythology that is closest to my heart, the one that I grew up listening to and learning about from my grandparents, Indian mythology. And I decided to finally introduce the one character that had always intrigued me from the time I heard his stories. His whole character had this complexity to it where you also felt sorry for him while at the same time you just hated him to the core. This is none other than the cursed warrior, Karna. Karna is one of the most important characters who play a key role in the Hindu epic poem Mahabharata. Although growing up as a child who did not know his parents, Karna becomes an accomplished warrior and a gifted speaker. He eventually became the king of Anga, a region in modern Bengal, under Duryodhana and joined the forces of Duryodhana during the Kurukshetra war. He was supposed to kill the third Pandava Arjuna, but he eventually died in battle with him. In Mahabharata, Karna is shown to be a flawed but good man. After meeting his biological mother, he learns that his sworn enemies are his half-brothers, but decides to continue being a loyal friend to Duryodhana. The character of Karna is a symbol of a man who is rejected by those who should love him, but finds respect and love from the very people he should have stood against. Despite his shortcomings, he still manages to become a role model to many around him. His character is often developed to raise and discuss major moral and ethical dilemmas. His story has inspired various works of Hindu literature, both in India and Southeast Asia. Karna was often depicted with a golden glow representing the sun who was his father. He was born with a magical armor and earrings which protected him from harm and physical danger. According to a legend, a king of the Yadava dynasty named Shurasena had a beautiful daughter named Pritha or Kunti. A scholar named Durvasa visited the king and asked to stay at his place. He was impressed by the king's hospitality and provided Pritha with the Siddha mantra to help her with her future child. After leaving, Durvasa thanked her and told her that if she ever wanted to have a child, she could ask any deity to provide her with one. When Pritha, a teenager, started to doubt the effectiveness of the mantra, she initiated it one morning. Through this, she was able to invoke the divine god Surya to provide her with a son. The sun god appeared and gave her a son. Pritha was ashamed of herself and worried that everyone would think she had given birth out of wedlock. According to Vedic culture, having children before one is married is considered immoral. She then put her newborn son in a basket and floated it in the Ashwanadi river. The basket floats on and eventually reaches the Ganges river and then makes its way to the ancient Bengal kingdom of Anga. The basket was found by a charioteer's wife named Radha, who takes the infant to her husband Adiratha. They immediately adopt him and name him Vasusena. Karna was also half-brothers with the 5 Pandavas and the closest friend to Duryodhana and Ashwadhama. Karna was called with many names. Some of them are Vasusena, which is the original name of Karna, meaning born with wealth, as he was born with a natural armor and earrings, also known as the Kavacha and Kundala. Suryaputra, meaning son of Surya, and Radheya, which meant son of Radha, who was Karna's adopted mother, were names given on the basis of his parentage. He was also called Sutaputra, meaning son of a charioteer, and this was used in a very derogatory manner. Other names which highlighted his virtues include Angaraja or King of Anga, Danavira, which meant the one who has undying charitable nature or the one who is exceptionally generous, and Vijayadhari, or holder of the bow named Vijaya, which was gifted to Karna by Lord Parashurama. Karna was considered to be an extremely gifted warrior and an equal to Arjuna with the bow and arrow. He was also an expert charioteer and was in the possession of numerous divine and celestial weapons which he could conjure at will. Unfortunately, Karna was cursed twice in his life, whereby he was condemned to die when he was most vulnerable and not in a position to defend himself. The second curse also ensured that at the time he most needed it, his memory would fail and he would not be able to use any of his skills or remember the incantations of any of his divine weaponry. This ultimately led to his death during the battle against the Pandavas. Karna has been a popular character amongst writers, movie makers, and other socio-cultural commentators, as his life was an amazing paradox that people have tried to explain and recreate in various art forms over the years. Many have tried, including the Mahabharata written from Karna's point of view, Karna's story told from his wife's point of view, and many other different POV versions where they try to explain the complex nature of Karna, why he did what he had to do, and what prompted him not to change sides even after knowing he was going against his own brothers. This character has definitely invoked a lot of movie magic as well, with many directors opting to use this base plotline to justify the character arcs in some movies. We will be exploring a lot more of the Pandavas, the Kauravas, and the whole gamut of characters in Indian mythology in the days to come. And until then, drop us a like, a subscribe, a follow, a review, a rating, whatever you can do to help us get the word out and help promote this podcast and the YouTube channel a lot more. Thank you very much for tuning in to another episode of Mythlok. This is your host, Nitin Nair, signing out by reminding you once again that Mythlok is the home of mythology.